Hello to my beautiful collectives out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for July 2026. We have made it to half the year just about now, and things are starting to heat up and accelerate as well. So before we get into the personal forecasts, I just want to share with you the upcoming events that are happening for us this month. We have a new moon in the sign of Cancer, and this is happening on July the 14th at 21 degrees. Okay? And we also have Mercury in the sign of Cancer, retrograde, but it will be turning direct on the 23rd, and it'll be in its shadow for another week before it is fully direct. Okay, so we have the lunar nodes that are now in Pisces, on the Pisces Virgo axis, shifting to the Aquarius Leo axis. Okay, and this is a big deal. There's a lot happening with Pluto and Aquarius now, and not only with the North nodes, but during this month, Pluto will conjunct the full moon, and that's in Aquarius happening on the 29th. Okay, so this is like fated karmic energy that is going to be changing us in some way, with it being in Aquarius and Leo. It's about being or offering more to things that are bigger than who you are, as opposed to Leo is about self, okay, and doing all the things for me kind of energy. But this is some impactful energy that is going to change humanity. There is a transformation that is taking place. And for each of you, this will be happening in a place in your chart where Aquarius sits. Okay? And wherever Aquarius sits, Leo is in opposition 180 degrees from that. So it's going to be affecting Aquarius and Leo. But this is going to be some good change for all of the fixed signs: Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And this is going to be for the next 18 months that the shine is going to be on these fixed signs. Okay, so be ready so you don't have to get ready. All right, so now we have I did mention Mercury, turning direct, but while Mercury is in retrograde, this is a good time to turn inward and correct or revise, reevaluate what what we feel is ready to be released, because this lunation that's coming up on the with the full moon and the conjunction with Pluto is a part of that process of letting go of things. Now, this new moon in Cancer on the 14th is setting us up for giving us the opportunity to redefine, home and belonging, our tribe, and connect with our feelings of inner security that comes from within. So you have to be secure within yourself. And this has to do with resetting our central nervous system, okay? And this process happens when we allow ourselves to experience the fear and the pain so we can let go of it. And once we see, feel, and understand what those triggers are or overstand, that's when we can take our power back from those old patterns that we've been bound to, let go of old contracts, vows, oaths, bonds that no longer serve us. So this is this new moon energy starting to set us up for what we need to look at and start to work on so that at the full moon we can start to release, and this energy will stay around for 6 months. But all of this is a process to get us to the next, stage in our own personal evolution, but not only that, the evolution of the collective societies. Okay? So, now that I've given you the overview, let's get into the forecast. So I will see you on the other side. Hello to my beautiful Libra risings out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro, and this is your monthly forecast for July 2026. Welcome. Now, I did an overview, and I hope you can go back and watch it to get the big picture of what July has to bring. But now that I'm into your forecast, I'm going to give you a little bit of a highlight about the new moon this month. Okay, so we have a new moon in Cancer, and that's on July the 14th. We have the lunar nodes shifting from Pisces, Virgo axis to Aquarius, Leo axis. And we know that Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius now. So there's some faded transforming energy that is occurring for all of us. It just depends on where that sits in your chart. Okay? We have a full moon on the 29th in the sign of Aquarius as well. And Pluto will conjunct the north node. So on the 3rd of July, we have Jupiter in Leo squaring Chiron in Taurus. Now, a square is a push and pull energy. It's meant for us to work through and grow from so that we can show up better. Okay? So we have Jupiter in Leo in your 11th house, and Jupiter is an expansive energy. Leo is prideful, you know. However, your 11th house is about large groups, memberships, work groups, friend zones, your hopes and wishes. And your 8th house is where Chiron in Taurus sits during this transit. And your 8th house is about transformation. It is about death. It is about joint resources, other people's money, psychic energy, intuition, psychological issues, debt, banking, loans, those types of things as well. Okay, so here we have you may want more support from friends or networks, but feel exposed when asking for help. Group opportunities may appear, yet they can trigger doubts about your worth or whether you deserve the backing. Your financial or emotional entanglements may bring up old fears about control, scarcity, or being let down. You may be called to lead in a way that is generous, but not in a performative or overextended way. Okay? So here you have this eighth house esoteric energy here. But there is growth in squares. So just remember that. So on the 4th of July, Mars in Gemini conjunct Uranus, and this is happening in the ninth house. And your ninth house is about your belief system, it's about your spirituality, it's about how you're learning other languages, other cultures, long distance travel, philosophy, your beliefs. I think I said your belief, teaching, and publishing. Okay, and Uranus is a change. It changes things rapidly and in an instant, and you don't even know that it happened. You know what's happening, because it happens so quickly. And it's in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini is also that energy where it's happy, happy go lucky, but in it also has that energy, that this kind of energy, and I want to call it, nervous energy. And Mars is here, directing, you know, being forceful. And that in itself could probably make that Gemini energy a little nervous. And Uranus, it's just going to make things happen. Okay. All right. So here it's in your ninth house. So this transit may find you with restless mental energy and a need to speak your mind quickly. You may have a strong need to challenge old beliefs, teachers, systems, or assumptions. You may experience sudden changes involving higher education, publishing, long distance travel, or immigration. Yeah, immigration could be part of the eighth house and ninth house energy as well. All right, so on July the 9th, we have Venus moving into the sign of Virgo, and this is happening in your 12th house of the unseen. Okay? This is behind the scenes energy. This is retreat energy. This is hidden enemies. This is your charitable contributions. This is escapism. And if I didn't say retreat, where, you may be more sleepy than usual, and your subconscious patterns are here, your karma is here in the 12th house. Okay, and Venus in Virgo is here, where, you could have hidden relationships, and Virgo being this practical energy where they want to, box things up and, just do things orderly. Okay? So here, let's see what I said. You may feel more private about affection, more selective in relationships, and more aware of what needs healing beneath the surface. Your dreams, intuition, and subtle emotional signals can become more noticeable during this transit. You may experience hidden or quiet relationship dynamics, including unspoken feelings or private attractions. All right. So on the 20th, we have Jupiter in the sign of Leo trining Neptune in Aries. And this is happening in your 11th house and your 7th house. Your 11th house, we've already talked about. Your 7th house is the house of your one-on-one relationships, your partnerships, business partners, legal contracts, open enemies, your family, and your friends as well. So, trines are like a gift from God, something that is easy, that just happens for you without you having to work hard to get it. So, we have the 11th and the 7th house. So, you have more social luck and visibility. This can bring new friends, invitations, and opportunities through groups or networks when you can shine and lead. This is a good time for creative projects with friends or collaborators, and joint spiritual charitable projects can flourish at this time. Okay, on the 22nd, we have the sun moving into the sign of Leo, and this is happening in your 11th house as well. So you may be more active in your social life and in your community. Your goals and plans for the future feel more important now. You may get recognition through teamwork, leadership, or public connections. Your financial gains can come through organizations, alliances, and shared projects. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of good things with Leo happening this starting July. So on the 26th, we have the nodes changing from Pisces Virgo axis to Aquarius Leo axis. And remember, Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. So this is a transformation energy that is stepping up for our sake as a collective people. Okay? So this is happening in your 5th and 11th house. But for the full moon in Aquarius, it's happening in your 5th house of romance, creativity, your hobbies, your inner child, and children as well. Okay? So you may have a breakthrough, and public recognition is possible now. Existing romances may reach a turning point or become visible. New, unusual, or liberating attractions can appear. Issues involving children, teaching, or mentoring can come into focus and may require immediate emotional attention. Now, the full moon in Aquarius, Pluto will conjunct the North Node in the 5th house. So this 5th house is where the transformation is going to be happening for you, Libra. So you may experience clarity about what you genuinely want to create, share, or attract. Emotions surface that highlight your next growth step towards your purpose. A peak or completion around an ongoing soul direction issue, endings, public recognition, or an important choice may make your path clearer. Romantic encounters may feel faded or cathartic, or a relationship may reach a turning point, or you may meet someone who nudges you towards a more authentic way of loving. Yeah, that sounds really good to me. 5th house, fun house. Okay, Libra rising. This is your forecast for July. And until next time, bye for now.